Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso has just arrived in Niger, in Niamey, the capital of Niger, for the first of the Alliance Sahel States, the Sahel States Alliance summit between the head of states. Hello, I am Mahlet Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the continent. And as you know, what's happening in the Sahel is really a very dear matter for us. So now, on Friday afternoon, Captain Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, has arrived in Niamey, and he has been welcomed by Nigerians who are cheering for him up, and they have worked together with he was welcomed by also General Abdurrahman Tihani, the president of Niger, and they have worked together along with their people. Now, there are different agendas, of course, that are set for this summit. And later on, this summit will start. It's a 2-day summit, Saturday, and probably by Sunday they will leave. Also, he will host Colonel Assimi Goïta, the president of Mali, and the summit will kick off in few hours. In fact, it's already Saturday over here. So, but beyond that, what it stipulates is that a couple of months ago, or maybe less, the prime minister of these states have met again in Niger, and they have said the confederation, the formation of the confederation is on a final state. It just need an approval of our heads of states. So the agenda is, they said, it's fighting against terrorism. That will be the main agenda, but also this will be something that these heads of state, since they never cease to amaze us, so they might also finalize this formation of confederation that will enable them to consolidate economically, and to be strong negotiator. And as a whole sanction has been imposed on them, they have become united, and defended each other. And just to give you a background, these Sahel states have already signed that military pact or a defense pact, and they have their ministers, their foreign ministers, and then their prime ministers have been back and forth between these three Sahel states, preparing the confederation for the final approval for their leaders. Last time when Ibrahim Traore was under a major attack when the West, you know how they operate, we don't need to analyze it really. When there is a leader that is not bowing for the demand of the West, then what they start to do is they bully you in using their own mainstream media, and they fabricate false propaganda. And there were two things, as we call it, a character assassination of Ibrahim Traore, that they have said 6.3 million, we have reported here, 6.3 million Burkinabes are, they need help, humanitarian aid. And 6.3 million is like between 25 to 30% of the population of Burkina Faso. It's a total of 22 million people. And they have also said the terrorists have killed hundreds of military of the Burkina Faso government. And they even went ahead and said Ibrahim Traore has fled out of his palace. Now, to debunk that, he has come personally, and he walked in Ouagadougou and gave these press briefings outside the palace, just to show that how the Western media is lying. And he really kind of gave a long lecture to the media's people who have been, asking questions there outside of the palace. And he said, you shouldn't be surprised. They might even say more things. he wasn't surprised at all, but he just proved them to be wrong, that he's not fled out of his he did not flee out of his palace, and this is a lie. And what happened was there was a training. It's just crazy how the mainstream media, they are trying everything now. They say humanitarian aid, and then they say they have donated this and that, just to show that the country is in crisis and that it needs help. Still, if you don't allow it, they have the courage to come and intervene in your own sovereign territory. But hopefully that will not happen in Burkina Faso. But let me just share a video with you how it was when they arrived there, meaning when Ibrahim Traore arrived in Niger. Look, this was the airport. Look how the people welcome them. He's their hero. They're going with open window. Wow, what a nice, beautiful. How nice it is, how beautiful it is to be loved by your people. And this is a time where you feel that you are ready even to die for these people. How much hungry they were for, to be independent from this neo-colonialism, to make free, I mean, to get that economic freedom. It's just, priceless. So, if anything, not only this tells us really the leaders are ready politically to unite, to form that confederation of their countries, but also the people, you see that they have united, they are there welcoming the leader of Burkina Faso. These are Nigerian people. The same will happen when the Malian leader arrives, Captain Asim Goita. So it is there, the foundation already has been laid. This is what the people want. And look at them, how they are walking freely. I mean, one might say all the mainstream media that, the military leader, junta leader, this and that, but look how they are loved. It doesn't matter, all coups are not bad all coup d'etats are not bad. There are some coups that are necessary for the people. Unless you do a coup, you commit a coup, that you cannot bring a change, because as this electoral democracy, so-called electoral democracy, is something guided and actually dampened, enforced on us by the West. It's not for us. So they can bring their own puppet and then continue to suck the blood of the poor people in Africa and serve the interest of the West. So for that, what we need is, in fact, if you see all those Pan-African leaders who has led the struggle of independence, they all have been military. Who said that military leader is bad, actually? Look at all those stories, our history of the one who led the independence struggle from colonialism. They all have been militant, military. And look at even the history of this contemporary Africa, this now, currently, just because they are wearing suit, it doesn't mean that they have never been in military. Most of them, I assure you, most of them, their background is military. And yet these leaders are scolded for, wearing military and being militant. Yes, the enemy is not sleeping. They are 24 hours alerted, and they're in a defense mode. In a defense mode, fighting terrorists. That is a pretext. Terrorists that are being multiplied ever since the West, which is the West led by the United States and France, have set its steps in the Sahel region, particularly after the removal of Muammar Gaddafi, the president of Libya. Those number of terrorists have been multiplied. Why? Because they are sponsored by the West. They are there for a mission to create unrest in the region. And then, these people can bring their military and loot your natural resource. And viva for these leaders, really. I mean, I was watching with you now with the videos I have just shared, and thinking about of Thomas Sankara, like, Patrice Lumumba and others. Yeah, we will watch this closely, and bring you tomorrow also when the summit happens. But until then, you can go ahead and comment and let us know, what do you think. I mean, that scene was really beautiful. I was so touched. And let us know in the comment section, what do you think of that? Yes, Mikey Simba, even everyone has that. You see them now in military suits. They were in military one way or the other. Thank you very much again, and I'll see you on the next one. Go ahead and subscribe, like the content, and share the video with others. If you want to help us further, you can donate to our PayPal account. You can find it in the description section. Ciao, ciao.